Happy Thursday. Hi, Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Happy Thursday. Happy Jupiter Day. Today is October 16th, 2025. I'm here to do the Libra New Moon readings early because I'll be out of town this weekend. And I don't want to be on crunch time when I come back home. So we're getting what we can get done now. Air signs were done last night. I'm doing you now. Tonight, I'm going to do an element. I think we're going to do water tonight. Fire, IDK, okay? But without further ado, we started this at 9:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 9:37. It's been an interesting rising so far, but let us pray. The energy coming up for you with this full moon is interesting. The energy that we're reading on will last until we reach the... Interesting. For some of you, it'll last until the Scorpio new moon next month. For others of you, this will play out until the Libra full moon. That's in Aries season. Let's pray. Hold on. Okay. God, Divine Source, Holy Spirit, thank you for allowing me to guide the earth elements, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn on this Libra new moon energy that peaks on October 21st, 2025. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as this energy unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine protection. Gratitude, Ashe. We'll leave it burning. Okay, so let me tell you about my rising, all right? So I go on walks, and this rising on my walk, the first thing I saw were three cats, okay? One was black, all black. Another one was black and white. Another one, it's like a grayish cat. And when I first moved here, one of the cats I tried to feed, but it didn't work out so well. And lately, I've been seeing the cats, like since autumn has peaked, since we've been in this season, the cats have been out. And I've been wanting to feed them again, but I haven't started yet. I'm still trying to figure that out based on the initial experience, right? So the black cat is in the grass doing its thing, but then there's two cats on the ground on the road, and then I realized that they're mating, okay? And then I'm like, the cat that's being fucked is like meowing, and I'm like, does she not want does she not want this? So I'm trying to separate them, but then he was looking at me like, shawty, if you fuck up my nut, we're gonna have some problems. So I left it alone, okay? I left it alone, continued my walk. And then after that, I see a pamphlet on the ground, and it was on top of the cat food, okay? So, and it said family secrets. So I don't know what's happening with cats, feline, feminine energy, specifically secrets, earth signs, but that's been my rising so far, okay? Getting into your energy. I'm gonna start with the tarot. All right, let's see. We're gonna read collectively, then individually at the end. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra New Moon. What's the energy for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? And then when I was on the balcony before coming in to go live, I saw another black cat in the back. So I don't know what y'all got going on. We'll look into let's look into that. Whether you have a cat or not, okay? I'm just gonna look into the spiritual significance of cats or meaning. Cat's spiritual meaning. Let's look that up. So independence, intuition, mystery, and protection. Often seen as guardians of the unseen and messengers between worlds with their presence or appearance, sometimes interpreted as a sign to trust one's instincts, maintain balance, or embrace self-reliance. The purr is also linked to healing and peace, while different colors are associated with different meanings, like black cats with mystery and transformation, and white cats with purity and good fortune, and one was black and white. So, okay. And if I just think about the colors, so I don't know if the cat in the back was the same as the cat in the front. So we'll just stick to the main three. And three has been a theme with this Libra New Moon energy. But black would represent mystery and transformation. So it feels like you're in the energy of the void. And leading to the gray cat, it was like light gray and dark gray, striped. But it's kind of like, you have earned your stripes to walk into whatever door is about to be opened for you, because it is new moon energy. And with the black and white, there's integration happening in the midst of the unknown, in the midst of the void. Yeah, okay. Now let's pull a card. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, take time to breathe out. Yeah, take time to breathe out in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, New Moon. Have faith in your dreams. I hear for some of you, your anxiety could be off the charts at this time. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node energy. Feels like you're closing a door on your South Node and opening a door that's aligned with your North Node in a sense. And that could be contributing to the anxiety. Heavy energy on anxiety. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you're definitely playing something safe. Before we continue to pull, we'll take time to breathe out in reverse. It's the energy of like stay ready so you don't have to get ready, but at the same time anticipating the worst outcome to be prepared for that, and that's disrupting your entire frequency in a sense. Because you're not relaxed, you're not breathing through something. It's like, when a woman is in labor, and breath work is very important, but that has to be reminded to her because of the pain and the pain that she's experiencing in that time. But breathing through it allows you to take control of the energy, whether you realize it or not. Breath work is very, very important. And it's like where you feel like, you have no control, you start to own that energy and control it by how you're processing it, how you're breathing through it, how you're walking through it, how you're thinking through it. But with have faith in your dreams, Spirit is saying shift your mindset to the best outcome versus the worst outcome. But don't let your past hold you back. Don't allow the past to define the present or the future. We hear that all the time, but the memories can unconsciously cause us to walk in the energy of being overly cautious, too scared, scared to make a move because you don't want to make a wrong move. Followed up by this: be bold and make the first move in reverse. And I mentioned this energy could last for some of you till the full moon in Aries, and full moon in Aries is here, and adjustments are required as underneath. But let's see what else comes out. Yeah, I feel out of breath just reading this for you. Confidence is your key to success. That's that feline cat energy, new moon in Leo. Adjustments are required came out. We're going to leave it there. And then, yeah, balance, spirituality, and practicality. And then you have new moon eclipse on the bottom. Expect powerful change. Let me see something. Let me see when eclipse season starts in 2026. All right, 2026 has 4 eclipses. The first one is February 17th. The second one is March 2nd through the 3rd. Hold on, when is the Aries full moon? March 3rd. Hold on. So yeah, that's the next eclipse. November, December, January, February, March. We have less than 5 months. So, no. Hold on. Is that right? Next eclipse begins in 123 days. 1, 2, 3. But hold on, hold on. I don't think that's right. Or maybe it is. Yeah, it says March 3rd, 2026. It's a total lunar eclipse. Okay, let's flow with it. Why do I feel like... Hold on. No, that's not right. Because the full moon is always in the opposite sign that we're in. So I'm about to go down a rabbit hole. Hold on. Let me do it this way. March 2026 astrology. Yeah, that's in Virgo because we'll be in Pisces season. I knew that shit wasn't fucking right. Okay. All right. So that would be a Libra season. Hold on. Okay, the Aries full moon will be October 6th. Yeah, what the hell? That took us 5 damn minutes. Anywho, back to the cards. Take time to breathe out in reverse. Have faith in your dreams upright. Don't let your past hold you back upright. Be bold and make the first move. Confidence is your key to success upright. Adjustments are required upright. Balance spirituality and practicality upright. Full moon in Pisces, which would be in Virgo season. So that's about a year. It feels like, honestly, with confidence, let's pull out the upright. We're going to read the upright together and read the reverse together, because that's a story within itself. So you have 5 that are upright, 2 in reverse. So something is definitely out of balance. And I feel like it's connected to whatever this balance, spirituality and practicality represents. But with 5 cards being upright, change is here, okay? Here, near, and dear, specifically. But I feel like you're being given a clean slate. Like God is giving you an opportunity to start over. It feels like start your life over, honestly. Like if your diet has been fucked up, your exercise has been fucked up, if you haven't been taking care of yourself, if you've been more so irresponsible versus disciplined, this Libra new moon is offering the opportunity for you to step into that energy of discipline and recreate. So it's kind of like, I'm getting more so like karma is on hold. but it feels like this is more so connected to, you know, when the Christians say, when I look back over my life and I think things over, it's like the divine has truly looked at your life, the decisions that you made, the choices you've been presented with, morals, values. Like a lot has, every little intricate thing has been viewed. What's been done in your face, behind the scenes, like all that's connected to you has been reviewed specifically. And with this review, and as I mentioned to the air signs last night, everyone is under judgment at this time. So with this review, it's kind of like, okay, for the earth signs, for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, on this earthly plane and all that's happening, let's give them a new opportunity. Let's present them with a blank page and see what they create with it. And since this new moon peaks on the 21st, I feel like this really initiates for you on the 22nd. Because 22 energy is master builder energy. So yeah. And throughout this clean slate, the advice that this Libra new moon is bringing in is, you know, have faith in your dreams. What are your dreams? What are your goals? What are your accomplishments? What are your true heart's desires? And whatever that is, focus on achieving that. And anything in the past that did not align with that or that negated that, do away with that. Okay? Confidence is your key to success. If you know that you shall prevail and you shall win and you shall have the victory, then so shall it be type of energy. But with adjustments are required, you really have to see where you've been in your own way and where you have allowed yourself to get off track, fall by the wayside. Like it's very important to know where things shifted. And I feel like, you know, in addition to spirit doing a review, at this time you could be doing a lot of review and a lot of reflection just on your own life and, you know, where things were up, where things were down, but more so focusing on where the shift happened and where that shift happened, where you were. This confidence is your key to success. More so it's giving like high horse energy, but not to say like you were, you know, being too egotistical. You were just on up and up, and then something shifted, whether this was your energy, your emotions, whatever the case may be. Your mind changed, a belief system shifted, I don't know, but it kind of took you from the light into the darkness. And so as you are seeing where this turning point is for you specifically in your own life, that's where you're being asked to integrate, going back to that black to gray to black and white energy representing the cats. Okay, I'm gonna leave these out and pull on the tarot, and then we'll keep it pushing. But it does feel like ooh, I didn't mean to say it like that. It's a newfound love with yourself. Yeah, the Lovers and the Six of Wands. It's giving like a resurgence of love with yourself. An appreciation for yourself that you haven't had or felt in quite some time. Hold on. One second. Okay. Anything else for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? And whatever it is you want to achieve, you may truly be supporting and celebrating and having to motivate yourself. And so shall it be. Ace of Cups is in my lap. I don't know if it's reverse. Feels like an emotional emptiness within. Yeah. Temperance. It really feels like, honestly, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Eight of Pentacles represent you. This is you in spirit. As far as people around, I don't see them around. You know, it's kind of like you may go out, you may have fun, you may, I hear meet and greet, meet and drink, shit, for some meet and smoke, but it's not, there's a lot that's non-definitive at this time. Yeah, Two of Wands. There's a lot of new journeys initiating with this new moon. You have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So master number 11 represents intuition, spirituality, heightened sensitivity. The psychic master, which connects to the cat energy. You have 11 and 22. 11 would be the 10 and the ace together. But if your 11 is in reverse, you're not trusting your intuition. You may not believe in the gifts that you carry. You know, other people may affirm them for you, but it's like, you know, if you don't recognize and see for yourself, what's the purpose of someone else affirming it, you know? It's not going to do what it needs to do. It's not going to hit how it needs to hit. And with balance, spirituality, and practicality being here, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to tap out of the concern of practical matters, which is going back to contributing to that energy of anxiety, and more so tap into the spirituality of you. These cups represent I hear your emotional connection to the spiritual realm. And it hasn't been how it needs to be. There's something, and when I say that, it's something about the depthness of that, you know, how deep it is. How deep is your love? Girl, let's get serious. Or, boy, let's get serious in Nine of Swords. And it's like, you know, the stronger your emotional depthness is with the spirit realm, it's like the easier it is for you to rid your problems mentally and physically. Yeah, Eight of Cups, you're able to walk away from the energy that you've been battling so long to overcome, the World in reverse. But there's a cycle here, and then you have the Star upright. So whatever season you're in right now, it's giving it's not the end. With the Star being here, this is just the beginning. But it's like, allow yourself to see it as a new beginning, walk in it as a new beginning, embrace it as a new beginning, feel it as a new beginning. Yeah, with the Devil in reverse. And this is more so Spirit saying, step out of your shadow and step into your light. Step into the light that you were born and gifted in. And I hear for some of you, virtued with. But a lot of you, you know, going back to, this may be a solo journey. You could have been solo for quite some time. You know, having to wipe your own tears, console yourself, hug yourself, love yourself, date yourself, okay, honey? Because if you don't do it, literally, nobody else is going to do it. That's the energy that it's giving. And it's like, you know, for a lot of you, that has been a struggle, and that is seen and recognized by the divine. And it's like, you know, calling in or manifesting that confidant energy, whether it's a friend or a partner. But I don't feel like the relationship really is a focus for y'all at this time. It's more so yourself, you know, how you feel when you wake up, how you feel throughout your day, how you feel when you go to bed. There's just a lot of stress. But at the same time, you feel like it's your burden to carry, and you're carrying it. And with the Star being here, with the Devil in reverse, Spirit is saying, like, please release it. Your ancestors are asking you to please release it, so the cycle can truly come to an end with the World in reverse. But whatever it is, I mean, your earth energy, so whatever it is you're able to accomplish in this earthly realm, just imagine what you could accomplish if you match that energy on the other side, you know, with the divine, with your spirit team. I also feel like a lot of you struggle to walk away from what does not serve you, what is unhealthy for you. It's like you find reasons to deal. You find, I don't know. But you're about to become fed up with that energy. It feels like, you know, being so fed up with the way that life is going that you do something about it. But I feel like when you do something about it, you tend to make that come to fruition in the physical versus the spiritual. And spirit wants you to shift that, which is why your Ace of Cups and Ten of Cups is in reverse. But you're never alone. You may know that, but you don't feel that. I don't know. It's very interesting. Only been here 26 minutes. You could feel like you're experiencing a negative karmic cycle at this time. I'm going to pull on that. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I see a new start is coming. You are good enough in reverse. So yeah, your self-confidence is truly depleted. And I feel like what has contributed to this depletion are the people that have walked away, which you've had to walk away from, the lack of support, the lack of consistency, heavy energy and lack of consistency. Not receiving what you put out. I don't know. It's just shit has not been equal, okay? Prosperity lies ahead. All earth energy coming out in reverse. Some of you, this is a negative financial cycle. Yeah, and the end of a tough cycle approaches. And what's the advice? It's time to release negativity. Nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, you're heavily focused on the worst outcome. And it's like from your physical two-eye perception, you're unable to see how things can progress and get better based on the circumstances that you're currently in. And it's like as long as you have that viewpoint, the end of a tough cycle approaches. But you don't see how truly gifted you are to manifest everything that you want out of nothing. But this negativity is, I don't know, the energy of pessimism is heavy collectively at this time. And that energy is affecting you financially. It's affecting your energetic abundance, your emperor energy, your empress energy. It's affecting the work that you've done so far to get where you are now. And it's like you didn't do and go through all that you have gone through and you didn't do all that you've done to be stuck in this cycle. So this spread is saying, remember who you are. And in the way that, how, it's like, fuck what the humans have said. What has God affirmed as far as who you are? And tap into that spiritual aspect and truly make it do what it do. Like Jamie Foxx said. And if you think about his story, if you watch his sit down, I think it's on Netflix, like that's a miracle. And for his energy to come up in your energy, you are a miracle. But you don't realize that. I just want to see his sign. Hold on. He's a Sag, December 13, 12/13. So perception to change. Change your perception in the cycle of, it's like poverty consciousness is affecting your solar plexus chakra. Like your solar plexus is taking a direct hit, which is affecting your sacral and your heart because the solar is in between those two. And the solar will be the light, you know, the yellow, the bright, the sun. Anything else for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? But we have literally Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then he's a Sag, 12, 13, and we have full moon in Scorpio, so 13. So yeah, the Magician on the bottom, and then what card is this? 3 of Swords in reverse, so healing. Okay, so I pulled this spread to ask, you know, about the karma, okay? So for Taurus specifically, prosperity lies ahead. You may feel like you're experiencing negative financial karma at this time. Yeah, the Devil. This is connected to discipline and smart spending. Clarify this energy for Taurus specifically. The 4 of Pentacles. So you may struggle with savings. Some of you are living paycheck to paycheck. Some of you, it's like, you know, you have what you have right now and you don't know where the next is coming from. I just hear the abundance is within you, not outside of you, but you keep looking for it outside of you, which is where the root of the problem lies. So once you pull that root from the soil that is you, in a sense, you're able to transmute that energy. Anything else for Taurus? We're not even in the individual, but how this came out is very divine to me. Okay, that's that. Virgo, you are good enough in reverse. And yeah, Virgo. So when it comes to, so Taurus, financially, these pentacles are gold. Hold on, before we move on to Virgo, these pentacles are golden green. But if you see, I'm about to show you the card where he's holding this box that has the pentacles. It connects to his heart and solar plexus chakra. Now I'm seeing yellow gold jewelry, but you see, there's also a need to protect your crown, protect your psyche, cover your crown. Even if you're not someone that does this, like me, this is a time, because it's like as you are trying to shapeshift a mindset, you have to protect your mind at the same time. And if you have, which also is a telltale sign of be mindful of who touches your crown, and you shouldn't let anyone touch your crown at this time, because you're going through, it's like a mental recalibration when it comes to your second eighth house energy, which is Taurus and Scorpio, the money houses. But that's all I'm gonna say for you regarding that. Virgo, you are good enough in reverse. So baby, your self-confidence, but I'm seeing vanity. Yeah, vanity as well. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse. I hear Unpretty by TLC. You can buy your hair if you want, girl. You can fix your nose if you said so. You have the Empress in reverse. You can buy all the makeup that man can't make, but if you can't look inside you, I don't know the lyrics. Be in the position to make feel so damn unpretty. Damn. The Devil upright. Whew, what is this? All right. Knight of Cups in reverse. Empress in reverse. You have, I don't like how these majors are coming out. I would prefer the Devil to be in reverse and the Empress to be upright. But let's just see anything else. Nine of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. What are you hiding, Virgo? Judgment in reverse. Okay, so this may not be for all of y'all, but somebody feels like they they made a fucked up decision, put themselves in a fucked up circumstance. Somebody feels trapped, okay? I hear Trapped by Rick Ross, but no, someone feels trapped. Give me a second. Okay. So in addition to someone feeling trapped, y'all could be in a trap house, living by a trap house, okay? The trap house is the thing, but someone doesn't see, because the devil gives not having an option to escape. Like you don't see the end game in this, or just how you can open the door. I don't know. I don't like this. And with the Empress in reverse, it's like, it feels more codependent versus independent, which is taking a hit on someone's self-confidence, and self-reliant energy. Going back to the beginning when we looked up the spiritual meaning of the cat. So it feels like some of you Virgo placements are making heart, I'm hesitant to say that, because the Knight of Cups is giving where you've been making heart over head decisions, there's a need to make a head over heart decision. And the Empress in reverse is saying until you do so, you're going to be in this trapped mindset, trapped energy. But just understand the trap is an illusion, and you always have the opportunity to free yourself. And as I say that, I'm being drawn mentally to circumstances where shit is hella unfavorable, okay? I'm not going to bring up what I see. But what I will say is there's a need to look at, I hear bloodlines. I know that's a movie. I never watched it. That's Final Destination, right? Bloodlines, that was the last one that came out. I really wanted to watch it before it came out, but after it came out, I became completely disinterested. But the one is heavy, bloodlines. Because the Empress births bloodlines, but the devil can trap bloodlines. And it's giving like the integrations of such. What's the advice so we can move on? Because we're not even in the individual yet. You know what to do, which is get out. I don't know. You need, honestly, to simplify it, in order to take your power back and rebuild your self-confidence, there's a need to remove yourself from a situation. And it's like, you may think you have no solutions or resolution, but it's like, you know, as you think that and feel that way, you're always counting out the divine. Keep that in mind. Bar. All right. The end of a tough cycle approaches in reverse for Capricorn placements. I hear We Ready by Pastor Troy. Hell yeah, we ready for y'all. King of Pentacles. So you may, this is connected to money, physical resources, home, lifestyle, stability. It feels like masculine Capricorn specifically have trust issues with women. And it does feel like, I don't know what this is. Someone's sabotaging something or about to sabotage something due to distrust. It's like, I trust you when you're in front of me, but what do you do behind my back? Like, it's always playing in someone's mind. Like, you could have, I don't know if this is new or if this is like been going on for some time. Like, you could have their location, but it's like, even if you have the location and know who they with, FaceTime them, you still don't trust them. And the question is, do you trust yourself? And now I hear money bag, you're a reflection of me. So this, if this isn't something that's currently going on, there is something coming in. But also there's a need to be mindful when it comes to whatever you're trying to manifest, to know where the line is drawn when you are attempting to force your will. Because a lot of you have been attempting to force your will, and that shit's been backfiring like a motherfucker, okay? And in major ways. Okay, I hear major DJ Khaled. But there is financial healing coming unexpectedly, but there's more so, I hear, appreciate what you have in the present, because a lot of people are taking L's right now, and you may not be taking an L, but it's like you may see it as taking an L because you may be on a scale you're trying to surpass. I'll say it that way. And this is saying this is not the time to take anything for granted. Because the hand is quicker than the eye, meaning those tables can turn in a matter of a second, a decision. But what else? Anything else? No. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, though. Yeah, see? King, Queen. That's a pair, but there's sabotage here. Due to fears, paranoia, or it's like, you know, this could also be, instead of being empowered by someone else's ambition and power, being intimidated by someone else's ambition and power. It's like the story of Eve versus Lilith. One that submits versus the one that chooses autonomy, you know, and submits on their own terms. And the terms don't align with their terms, there's no submission. And I feel like the masculine aspect of this partnership or dynamic really struggles with the one that embodies Lilith energy versus the one that embodies Eve energy. And it's interesting because the king and the queen are pairs, but the way it's on my board, her back is turned towards him. And I don't know. It's like someone is unable to see how opposites attract and can work for them. Versus, you know, being curious about embodying another culture, in a sense. It's a lot of Pentacles here. 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. But no, yeah, the self-sufficiency that would connect to that that Lilith energy. It's like someone is attracted to the Lilith but wants Eve. And not seeing how the best of both worlds could be possible with one, but feeling like, I don't fucking know. They have to settle. That's what the energy feels like, settling. I put my hands up on my hip, and she dipped, she dipped, she dipped. I don't know. That was interesting. But yeah, that was a message for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and collectively all of you are being advised to release the negativity, okay? Anything else? Strength in the Magician. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Death in reverse. Libra New Moon for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. 10/22. And we mentioned this starts on the 22nd. Yeah. All right, so you have Go the Distance in reverse. The Fates. A lot of you are like truly finding comfort at home, okay? It's like there's a hair on my face. But yeah, it's like with Go the Distance in reverse, like you are finding what you need in your immediate surroundings. With the Fates, it's like you don't have to go far to get what you want. You don't have to do too much to get what you want. Yeah, Message in the Bottle in reverse. There's a lot of change and travel happening. Hold on. What was it here? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of change and travel happening. Now, a lot of you are stepping into this season of doing what's best for you, what you want to do. You know, if you don't want to go outside, if you don't want to take the trip, you're not. There's a lot of mind-changing situations happening. And the more that you choose yourself, people are going to view you as being disloyal. If they can't see the bigger picture, fuck them. Okay, honestly, that's just the energy. That's none of your concern. It's above you, okay? Truly, it's above you. But if you are judged for choosing to pour into you and conserve your energy, then it truly emphasizes and validates the energetic vampires that are around you. So be mindful of that. And who you think may be loyal and supportive is not. Yeah, a change in the winds is coming swiftly. And Milk and Honey, but you're good. On another note, you are good. However, some people are not. I don't know. You really are energetic banks for some people, and it's time for you to run the well dry. Okay? Detach the electricity. TikTok. Okay? Not everyone is meant to go where you're going, and no matter how much they try to go where you're going, it's not going to happen. But I do think that this is the time to just, it's giving embellish in the energy of gratitude. Because wherever you are collectively, things have not always been this way. But when I say embellish in the energy of gratitude, a lot of you have been given exactly what you asked for. And I feel like a lot of you are also learning that sometimes what you ask for is not the best thing for you. And that could be a hard pill to swallow. But you need to know. You need to have the experience to know. If not, you're going to keep manifesting the same bullshit. So reflect on that. And then once you realize, you know, where you thought you wanted what you wanted but didn't want it, like, why did you want it at that time? What is it that you were needing that you weren't giving yourself? You know, if you point 2 fingers at someone else, you got to point 3 back at yourself. That's accountability. Chop wood, but something is coming to a close. indefinitely. Yeah. There's definitely a separate to elevate energy. And that's going back to that what we were speaking on as far as not having support, feeling alone, wiping your own tears. Yeah. And as I mentioned, this is all contributing as to why you're being given a new opportunity. Feels like you have a year. But with peace being here, I feel like your overall aspiration for some is a peace that surpasses all understanding, overstanding, understanding, and outerstanding. And it's coming. But in order for that, for you to align with that energy, you have to, a lot of you are very detached to this earthly realm and people. I mean, your earth energy, so it's aligned, but those attachments are fucking up the flow of things. It's like you have one foot in, one foot out. There's so much hesitation, like you're in your own seesaw of energy, knowing that you'll be much happier elsewhere, but not. But it's like you're still saying yes to the situation. But yeah, mending in reverse, chaos and conflict, there is no resolution. Meaning you cannot force someone else's will. Yeah, the fates, you can't. Okay, all right, let's get into the individual. Even though we kind of did that, so this won't be too long. Who is this? Who we're starting with? Taurus. Is everybody at work? Everybody must be at work. I'm about to be at work. Libra New Moon for Taurus placements. Taurus placements specifically. I just want one card. Damn. Setting your course. Okay. And the Buddha prepares. So something's about to happen that there's divine intervention is at play. I'll say it that way. You keep getting 13s. You have Death 13 in reverse. The Buddha prepares 13 in reverse. So this could be before we shift into Scorpio season, which begins on the 22nd as well, the night of the 22nd. But something's shifting and changing quicker than you expected, for sure. There's a lot of people talking about you, but not to you at this time as well. Taurus placements. Clarify the Buddha prepares in reverse, please, for Taurus. The King of Keys, summer, winter. Anything else? Something shifted. Okay, let's backtrack, Taurus. So something changed summer 2025. I almost said summer 2023. I think I almost mentioned 2023 last night too. So this new moon is definitely connected to 2023. But anywho, that was a 5 year summer, winter, 5. But I do feel like something shifted this past summer that you didn't expect. And I feel like this shift is more so a separation. And again, people are talking about you, but not to you at this time. There's going to be another shift this upcoming winter. And it feels like whatever was lost is about to be gained. It's giving what was once lost will now be found. I think that's the correct quote. Yeah, the King of Scrolls on track. But you have a lot of kings here. Something is not forever. But it feels like the energy of what's not forever is the energy of loneliness, sadness. Not wanting to get too close to people, you know? I do feel like there are a lot of people that are curious about you, but it also feels like you're about to be thrust into something. So, and I feel like this is connected to work in a sense. Like you're about to, it's given like you may not have, there's an opportunity that you don't have a choice in accepting. And then you have the King of Roses. All of these kings, all the king's men. King of Scrolls, King of Keys, King of Roses. It's underneath the willow. It just feels like you are on the path to something great, but you feel like you are far from it, unprepared for it. Whatever is coming in, you feel unworthy of owning it, receiving it. But to simplify this, all is well. It feels like you're desiring an elevation but not seeing the elevation, like not seeing how you're able to get from point A to point B. But at the same time, the time is coming for you to see. The help is on the way. I see hella masculine energy, no feminine energy. So there's a need to tap into your femininity to align with that energy of achievement. Anything else with the Buddha prepares for Taurus? Yeah, clearing the way. Now we have the Queen in reverse. It's like you're always going to get the job done, Taurus, right? Which is a reflection of your masculine energy. But it's an overdrive at this time, which is why the Queen of Scrolls is in reverse and you started with the King, okay? But with clearing the way, hold on, is that, you have 3, 4, 5, but no 2. It's like 2 people are calling in their other half, but don't know where they are. I don't know. That's this energy. It's like being able to feel them, but you don't know what they look like, what they smell like, you know? But I do feel like you're about to experience some sights, some places that you never experienced before. I do see some of you dating. I do. And saying yes for the experience, but not solidifying anything. I do see... It's interesting because he's outside of the gate. He's on the boat. And he's outside of the castle. So a lot of you, yeah, going back to what I said collectively about, you know, not, I think I said it collectively, I don't know, but not wanting to allow people to get too close to you. I'm missing something with the Buddha prepares that I cannot see at this time. but heavy energy on keeping people at a distance. But it's like whomever has been kept at a distance is about to make their way closer to you. And I feel like it's connected to this Buddha prepares in reverse. Literally, the Chariot. They're making their way. Making my way downtown. Walking fast. And I'm homebound. Okay? There's a feminine energy too. It's given like goddess in a human form. I don't know. Anything else? Honey, the feminines are coming out. We got the Queen of Cups now. 10 of Pentacles. Then there's a lot of people here, Taurus. So, babe, you have options. You have resources. But again, there's a lot of outside looking in energy happening right now and not direct contact energy happening right now. But I feel like where the seats are empty, they're about to be filled. And winter is going to look a lot different from summer for you. Okay? And there's a lot of offers, opportunities. And I need to align with your divine feminine. And for a lot of you, it's like you're so focused on being single, and with that Buddha prepares in reverse, it's like, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Let me pull from the Moonology, then I'm actually no. What's the advice for Taurus? That's funny. But I do feel like a lot of you reject because you feel it's not that you're not ready, it's you feel unworthy. I don't. The King of Air, King of Swords. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Your mind is in the process of calibrating with your heart. And honey, you're not making it easy. That's all. Yeah, Six of Swords. A lot of air energy, Taurus. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. Again, you're about to experience a lot that you haven't experienced before in your immediate vicinity. And then the Two of Air was peeking out, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. There is. You're too much in your head and not enough into your heart. Now, collectively, we did say that there's a need to be more head over heart. But I feel like that was more so for Virgo specifically, okay? Because, you know, the divine did call y'all out individually, collectively, in the Moonology cards. But for you, Taurus, it's like, you know, whatever battles, don't be afraid to speak up. Whatever struggles, don't be afraid of your vulnerability. The more that you get it out, the more that you free yourself, and the more that you are able to move past the difficulty that you're experiencing. But with this pretending there is no problem, I feel like when I was mentioning that 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy, that energy was heavily connected to you. Yeah, the world completion on the bottom. It's like we should always give without the expectation of return. But it's like you consistently show up for people, places, and things that consistently deplete the fuck out of you. And it's like, you know, it's like you are convincing yourself that it's for a greater cause. And your highest self is like, baby, if you don't free me from this shit, okay? Radically, okay? But yeah, that's what I have. Who's next, Virgo? 64. All right, hi Virgo. Let's see. Libra New Moon for Virgo specifically. I guess this would be part 2. I hope y'all watch the collective and don't just skip to your individual, because the collective is better than the individual in my opinion. It's more information. But anywho, Libra New Moon for Virgo, please. And thank you. Virgo. Virgo. What's today? Thursday? So you have Archangel Raphael. You have other cards, but I just want to touch on Archangel Raphael. He rules Wednesdays. He also is the healer. You also have the Oracle of Delphi in reverse too. What was this, Virgo? What else? Wishes fulfilled was on the bottom. Oh, I got sneeze. Lightning bolt. You want me to take that? We're gonna take wishes fulfilled. Anything else? Okay. Virgo, Libra, New Moon. So I feel like there's a lot, Virgo, that you want to know at this time. And with the Oracle of Delphi being in reverse, I feel like Spirit wants you to embrace what you don't know. You know, like even me as a reader, there was a time where I used to pull for myself every day to just see what the energy would be like for the day. And you can say I did this as well when I did Risings with Ray on Instagram, but I love to be in the unknown about shit. Like knowing everything does not, it depletes the excitement out of life, and I like surprises. Good surprises. And I feel like Spirit is asking you to embrace that surprise energy. This also gives me the energy that came out last night for, I don't remember the sign, but we were talking about not speaking on everything that you know, or, you know, what the divine downloads into you. Some shit needs to be kept to yourself. We were talking about high priest, high priestess energy. But with the Queen of Roses looking at the Oracle of Delphi, and then she's holding a rose, but every time I see this card, I think she's holding a heart. Okay. Anywho, but it's a rose. And roses are one of the plants that carry the highest vibrations on this earth. The birds are feasting and loud as hell of feasting. But yeah, there's a need to get more into the energy of surprise. There is also a need to focus on and involve yourself. Focus as well as involve yourself on the energy that elevates your vibration. Anything that depletes it, do away with it, as mentioned in the collective message for your Virgo card in reverse that came out, Virgo. You also have the Ascent here with the lightning bolt. So this is giving me not having to do too much to make it to the top, not having to do too much to rise, where it's like you've put in the hours, the 10,000, 100,000, however many hours. Your throat chakra, because what the hell is happening with my throat chakra? Protect your throat chakra, okay? Drink some honey, drink some tea. Don't be kissing everybody. I don't know, but the throat, Virgo. Your kids, it's the kids, especially if you have kids, okay? Their throat's gonna be fucked up first, okay? Then, you know, it passes around the household like a fucking plague, but protect your household, okay? In sickness and in health. Amen. That could be another thing. With me saying protecting your household in sickness and in health, you know, It's like when things are good, you may fall in your protection. No, you need to, at all times, okay? When things are up and when things are down. It's just like, you know, connecting with the divine. Don't just connect with the divine when things are down. Don't get fucking disciplined and heavily focused on spiritual tasks when shit ain't right, okay? What about when shit is right? Treat energy is energy. Treat people how you want to be treated. Okay. Now with Archangel Raphael, we're not going to get to him yet. Going back to the ascent, upright, and lightning bolt, again, you don't have to do too much to climb to the top. Also, silence is golden for you at this time, you know? Not saying too much because fuck my throat. The hell? You may be taking moments of silence, okay? Intentionally. I don't know. We're about to ghost some people. I don't know. Moving on. Archangel. Why is Archangel Raphael in reverse, okay? Because, baby, my throat needs some damn healing for Virgo. The inner child. Okay, loving elementals. So, with Archangel Raphael being in reverse, being clarified by loving elementals. I hear Angel by Amanda Perez. Song is old as fuck. I just feel like you're about to receive a gift. The gift could be in the form of a human. It could be in the form of an animal. But there's a gift. It's like, you know, as an auntie, I'm not a mother yet, but as an auntie, like, it's it's my duty to take care of my nieces and nephews. And I'm closer with my nieces than my nephews. I will admit that. I don't like that. But that's the facts at this time, right? But it's like when I'm taking care of them, they're truly taking care of me. So a lot of you don't realize how your presence alone is extremely healing, you know? And a lot of you don't realize in the ability to heal yourself, heal your bloodline, heal your children, heal your parents. It's giving natural remedies, but just working with the resources, you know? And it's also giving, like, building something in-house before you give it to the collective. Okay, a fucking that. Here we go. Monitoring spirits, bitch. I see you. You're on your way. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay. It's too fucking cold for a fucking that. Anywho, what was I saying? So yeah, building something in-house, you know, as a creative and as creators, we have an idea, we do it for ourselves, and then we introduce it to the collective. But it's like, you know, building that in-house fucking, it's like heal your bloodline first, okay, then see what's up. But then, you know, in order for the bloodline to be healed, where there's a will, there's a way, and we can't force. But for a lot of you, again, you are your own healer, and you have been for quite some time. And for a lot of you, it's like you may struggle with healing that inner child wound that you have, but you have every power to do so. But the vibration you need to tap into is love. And that's the vibration that feels like it's being overlooked. Very interesting. Anywho, that shit's depressing. You have clearing the way in wishes fulfilled. And then you have War of the Roses in reverse. So with War of the Roses in reverse and Lightning Bolt, where there have been battles against you, whether physically or spiritually, people are about to wave a flag. People are learning that it's not wise to be your enemy, or to, first, I don't know, I'm getting not being on the same page, but it's like, what the hell, you're not about to agree with everybody on earth, okay? That's just impossible. But at the same time, you know, it's better to agree to disagree with you versus just disagree. I don't know, I don't know. And also, it's, you may realize very soon that the more that you choose to walk away or step away, the more that your wishes are fulfilled, the more that roads are open for you. You don't have any roadblocks. You don't have any fucking turbulence. It's like more so smooth sailing, like you're Gucci, Louis, Prada out here, okay? But I feel like other people are noticing this as well. Like you're level up without them being side by side with you, which is also making them look at themselves. So it's like the battles they have with you are now the battles that they have with themselves, respectfully. But yeah, your silence is fucking golden at this time as well. Thank you. You know, I don't know where, I feel like when I said my throat needed some healing, baby, the throat got together, okay? You have 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1. And you're missing the 2 as well. Everybody's missing the 2, the duality. What's the advice for Virgo? Maybe strength in reverse. Something's not your fight. This battle that, I don't know, something's not your fight at this time. But it is your fight to get the fuck out of the way. Okay, with clearing the way. You have the Queen of Fire. A lot of feminine energy. Whether you are masculine or feminine, baby, the feminine is activated. Help your Taurus brother or sister, okay? Because they are overly exerting in their masculine energy at this time, okay? But you are finding a way to embody the feminine aspect of thyself. So kudos to you. But Queen of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands, confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. See, get the fuck out the way. Respectfully. You're very wise at this time. And then you have 9 of Airs. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. Oh, what's the problem? You know, every time the motherfucking government is in a frenzy, baby, the world be trying to act broke. I don't understand. What we are experiencing right now was truly dispelled in 2020. The narrative of what we're experiencing right now was dispelled in 2020 and 2021. But it's like the collective, there is a major collective psychosis happening and a crazy ass fucking Mandela effect that is happening that just has people fucking forgetting about who they are and where the fuck they came from, which is contributing to this expecting the worst. My hand is itching. Self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. And then clarifying this shit is the 4 of Pentacles. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Okay? Good business decisions. Giving to those less fortunate. You know, just like, you know, when I used to yell at the damn birds about sharing is caring. It's like a lot of you are so just want to hold on to every little fucking penny, diamond, fucking nickel. Where is the exchange of energy? Cause right, the energy you're operating in, this here's scarcity, is contributing to you expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights, always looking at your damn bank account, checking what you can spend before you spend it. And the divine is saying, stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Okay. Okay. Yeah, now it started with strength in reverse. Now strength is upright. Archangel Ariel. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. And baby, this strength card, honey, the tigers are guiding her, okay? So we'll look into the tiger real quick, and then I'm going to move on to Capricorn. Tiger spirit. Power, courage, raw energy, passion, independence, inner strength. Okay, the tiger can be a guide encouraging you to trust your instincts, face your fears, and reclaim your personal power. This Queen of Wands, period. Okay, it's also associated with protection, good luck, you know, I believe in luck, I believe in favor, and leadership, okay? Passion and instinct. It can appear during times of transformation and when you need to take bold action, okay? Okay. And be aware of your impulsiveness, meaning your worry. I don't know. God bless you. Capricorn. All right. Libra New Moon for Capricorn. Views of the ego slid out, okay? So your ego is being highlighted. Queen of Scrolls in reverse. Capricorn. Libra New Moon for Capricorn placements. Okay. You feel like you have a point to prove in regards to something, Capricorn placements, with this Libra New Moon energy. And Spirit is saying the point that you think you need to prove is not a point that needs to be proven. Yeah, 411. 411 is information. You want to communicate something to someone, okay, to a group of people. Queen of Scrolls in reverse is saying that's not wise, okay? Protect your peace with the Ark of the Covenant being here. And it's like the more that you feel like you have something to prove and you try to prove it, the more that your point's not going to be proven. Yeah, the Light of the World and the Oracle of Delphi in reverse. A lot of night energy here. A lot of ones too. You have 1111 here. But one of your ones is in reverse, which is the Oracle of Delphi. I'm not taking all of that. Capricorn. So, you know how some people believe, you know, I don't have to go against my morals and values to get where I want to go in life. You know, I don't have to self-sacrifice in certain self-degrading ways in order to get where I want to go in life. However, some people have the mindset that they do need to do that. But for you, it's different. Because it's like, you know, when we go to our interview or whatever the case may be, we put ourselves on a piece of paper, and then we have to sell ourselves, or, you know, sell our greatness to another person to make a judgment call on if we are accepted in the door or if we are rejected from walking into the door. And for you, it's like it's like knowing what you can bring to the table, knowing that you're the shit, right? But it's like carrying that energy of where it makes you unlikable in a sense. Like, yeah, that's the best way I can put it. And again, it's like the pedestal that you are attempting to iterate, that you sit on, is not being seen that way the more that you fucking iterate it, okay? And it really is the energy of simply does it, okay? And if you really do carry that energy, then you don't have to say too much or do too much for that energy to be felt, for your work to be acknowledged, you know? And I feel like a lot of you are just learning a lesson of how, just energy, how it's read, how it works, how it's transferred and fucking transmuted. But also, I feel like you are coming upon a time where I feel like there have been people that have tried to protect you from yourself that you thought were not trying to do that. I don't know if these are people that you are currently actively around, but I do see you reflecting on, it's like, I should have listened, I should have did this, I should have took that advice. So just be mindful of the shoulda, coulda, woulda. We can't change the past, but we can change the present, which can change our future. And then whoever is unable to see, because those that have eyes will see, those that have ears will hear. But whoever has the eyes to see will see. It's like you're trying to make people that are fucking sleep as fuck see, but you're only frustrating yourself even more. It's like talking to a fucking brick wall. Exerting all of this energy for you to walk away with nothing, you know? Walk away with self-depletion. Walk away exhausted. Walk away upset, angry. So when it comes to the voices of your higher self, your lower self, it's like your lower self always wins those battles. The higher self would be the Oracle of Delphi, but she's in reverse. But as mentioned in the collective reading, getting tired of your own shit is this. Getting tired of your own shit. And also just learning how to enjoy the simple pleasures in life. And really truly learning to not give a fuck. A lot of y'all be saying y'all don't give a fuck and be giving hella fucks, okay? So, yeah. Learning to truly not give a fuck. It is what it is. It's like, bitch, you can't see, but I know. And that's just good enough for me, okay? On to the next. Literally. Fated meeting. Collectively, we're all learning a lesson of attraction, because I just feel like we got the game fucked up. That's what Spirit is showing me. We have the game fucked up, okay? And I feel like, just to take it away from a personal note and more so collectively, Capricorn, something has not been taught the right, something, you know, it's like the game of telephone, okay? When you do the game of telephone, how the message starts is not how the message ends. And the Ark of the Covenant keeps showing itself. And this is Libra energy. So justice, the scales, 42 laws, Maya, inner, just thought, the new, all of that shit, right? But the Ark of the Covenant protects the 10 Commandments. And the 10 Commandments in the United States of America is something that is taught, you know, well, they're derived from the 42 laws, but still, there is a teaching that we're taught, or just a belief system, however you want to fucking verbalize it, label it, but something just, and the Oracle of Delphi keeps coming out in reverse as well. So with those two pairs, and these both cards being one, for every element, these two cards have come out somehow, some way in the fucking spread. We don't, something is untrue that we have been taught is the truth. And I feel like something like that lie, there's a lie that's been protected for so fucking long. Ark of the Covenant fell on the ground. But something is going to change. I don't know. And with the light of the world being here, enlightenment and truth is coming. But you also have 7-11. 7 twice. Fated meeting. But yeah, the fated meeting brought up the conversation of the energy of attraction and how we got the game fucked up. Um, I don't know. Why is setting your course in reverse for Capricorn? The King and the Queen of Scrolls. I don't. There's needs to be quiet about something. Keep something to yourself. It's giving the energy of once you speak, it cannot be taken back. But I feel like this is in regards to, I don't know, the truth of someone, or I don't know. Because setting your course in reverse is giving a change in direction. But then the Queen of Scrolls upright will be her reading the information. The King of Scrolls, the scroll is closed and it's held close to his chest. I think I need to leave this alone. Anything else? Yeah. But clearing the way. Yeah, Uriel and the Sphinx. Something, and this is 21. The new moon is on the 21st. So something, I don't know. It just feels like there's about to be a shattering. It's like when the Tower of Babel type shit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone like I said, though. Yeah. All right. What's the advice for Capricorn? And then I'm out of here. I'll be back tonight. When I get off work. The advice for Capricorn for this Libra new moon, please. It's a lot of cards. So you have Archangel Zadkiel. Balance, which would be temperance, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. Yeah, something is not, just hold off. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Earth, the inflow of abundance, a promising business adventure, important documents or contract. It's in reverse. So something, it's like you may really want something and doing everything you can to achieve it. There's a reason. You just need to hold, just wait, okay? Capricorn. Yeah, contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. 14 is giving and tapping into the energy of the 7 virtues. You feel like what you have in the present moment, Capricorn, is not enough. And the divine is saying it is. Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. It's like you're manifesting more, but not even celebrating and honoring the manifestations that you have, which is why the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. And you keep trying to push something, but no. Or whatever you're trying to push, reflect on what you're trying to run away from. On the bottom, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. And the kind and understanding manner is balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing, but perfect timing is an illusion. But I feel like that's more so when God says go, go. So maybe, you know, you need to, I said this before, but developing code words with the divine. Like there's a song, when it's time for me to act on something, there's a specific song that starts to play in my mind and it's time to get to work. I'm not going to say what that is. But yeah, find out what it is for you. And then pay attention to the, what's that called? The resistance. Yeah, pay attention to the resistance. The resistance is saying the timing is not aligned for something. And have peace with that. Okay? Okay, that's all I have. I love y'all. Enjoy your day. I will see you tonight around 8:30-ish. Yeah. Okay. Love you.